Hello there everybody and welcome back once again to my F1 2021 My Team career mode. We are now at Azerbaijan for the race at Baku. I should have said the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Oh, what a commentary fail already. If you haven't seen the last one from Monaco, I urge you to go back and do so before checking this one out. This is your last chance to do so before spoilers. Well, that was chaos at Monaco, wasn't it? But after the chaos of Monaco, which saw a remarkable result for Callum Ilott in the Williams taking 5th, what can Baku follow that up with? We need a better race, that's for sure, because finishing P7 at Monaco is not good enough, so we need to do better. That first lap, by the way, what was that? We can go quicker than that, and we're going to go quicker than that, but we just need to nail every apex down, and that first lap was nowhere near perfect. Look at that, we're a second quicker already than our first lap, so we have found some great pace here, and this should get us safely through, give us safe passage into Q2, which is what it does. Okay, now we're in Q2 and it's got very dark overhead here, and I'm thinking we're going to see some rain very, very soon. I'm hoping we don't, because this track in the wet is going to be nothing short of an absolute nightmare. So, nailing it all together, just trying to guarantee safe passage into Q3. We've got that, and we're about 3 tenths off of Leclerc, though, who qualified on the medium tyre. So our teammate super quick here. And into Q3 we arrive, and the rain has also arrived. So this is going to be a nightmare of a lap. We're having to take it so carefully, but at the same time I'm having to push because it's only just got damp. And I feel like we can nail a lap together out of this. We are a couple of attempts faster than those that have gone out on the softs. And Gasly sets the pole position lap. It's a 1:50. We've just bounced off the wall there, though, so that's going to cost us some crucial temps. And I feel like it's the crucial temps we lost there that are going to cost us. And the lap time is a 1:51. It's currently P4, but we're only going to drop down to P9. So not the best qualifying for us, but it's Pierre Gasly who gets pole position in the AlphaTauri. George Russell alongside, Carlos Sainz rounding out the top 3. We're starting P9. This could be quite a difficult race.
And a warm welcome to you from Azadlik Square, heart of Baku and home, of course, to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. With high speeds, tight corners and few runoff zones, many are expecting a safety car here today, so our drivers will have to stay very much on their toes and hopefully away from the barriers. With 20 turns and a length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1 lead into a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. A fantastic effort from Pierre Gasly yesterday puts him on pole, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Leclerc, Valtteri Bottas and Lundgaard, Verstappen, Tsunoda, Joker and Lando Norris, Ricciardo, Schwartzman, Esteban Ocon and Stroll, Giovinazzi, Vettel, Callum Ilott and Guan Yu Zhou, Mick Schumacher, Latifi, Mazepin and Artem Markelov. That's it.
Mama didn't raise no bitch though, and I am always one to rise to a challenge. And it's lights out and away we go at the streets of Baku. And it's not a great launch we've got this time, but we're going to go round the outside, try and take as many positions as we can. We've clipped Yuki Tsunoda then, but I was going wide, trying to give as much space as possible, nipping Tsunoda to the inside now. And there's a little bit of rubbing going on behind me. Hopefully they sort themselves out. Tsunoda's got back past me, so now I'm having to tuck in behind the Japanese driver in the AlphaTauri. We're going to have another dive up the inside here, and this time he has to give way, but he doesn't. So we're now going to swap to the inside, and hopefully this time he yields. He doesn't do it easily, but we have now found our way past Tsunoda. Next up is Valtteri Bottas, who's tucked up behind Max Verstappen, who's also tucked up behind Christian Lundgaard. And we hit that curb pretty hard. That's not going to do me any favours at all. But we now head towards the end of the lap, and we're trying to close in on Bottas. We might have some good momentum on the straight. We might have a good tow here. Lundgaard and Verstappen are now having a battle. Pierre Gasly leading the way. And the front few, if anything, have broken quite comfortably clear of this group. Someone's pit in. We're now going down the inside of Verstappen and Bottas. And Max tries to turn in on me there, but we have got them both. I think Lundgaard made a pit stop along with someone else. You see me there down the inside. Max turning in on me there. Do not appreciate that one bit. But we managed to get the move done, and those two resuming their battle. And Max in the end having to pit there because of the damage he took turning in on me. But he had space, you know. I gave space, I saw a gap, went for it. And it worked out for me. Right, Sainz is in P2, Leclerc in P3, and Gasly leading the way. Carlos Sainz having a great drive for Ferrari at the moment. That was a bit of a stutter, wasn't it? Carlos having a great show at the moment. I've now set the fastest lap. Leclerc has taken P2 off of Carlos Sainz. And now we're going to try and catch up to the Ferrari, who is having an insane race. Bottas and Tsunoda are also behind me by a few seconds. We make our first pit stop of the day then. I'm trying a cheeky little undercut on... Well, actually no, because I went long, so no undercut being attempted there. But Leclerc has also stayed out long on account of him being on the medium tyres. So I wonder if he's going to pit this lap to watch his back on a potential undercut from me. And all I know is that Sainz and Gasly have made their pit stops, and they are quite comfortably ahead of me. But whatever, it is what it is. We've got a tough race to do, and now Leclerc makes his pit stop. He is going to come out just in front of Carlos Sainz. We've set a fastest lap, and now we are literally about a second and a half behind the Ferrari. Leclerc now taking on the soft tyres, so he's not going to be out for very long on those tyres. Meanwhile, we've caught up to the Ferrari of Sainz. This is going to be a move. We go down the inside. We absolutely send it on him. Carlos holding it round the outside beautifully, knowing he'll have the inside here. But we're going to brake later. Carlos still going for it, but he has to back out. We sweep round him and take P3. There you go. There's that battle. Hard but fair racing there. Carlos, he gave me room, I gave him room, but eventually he didn't have the momentum to do it, so it is P3 for us. And now we can set after Charles Leclerc and Pierre Gasly, the two race leaders. We're on lap 13 of 26, so we're about half distance in this Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Carlos Sainz now starting to drop back from us, so he's lost a bit of time. But it's now a game to try and catch the leaders, and we have made an early pit stop to try and obtain a cheeky little undercut. Will that work for us? What that's nearly done is put me in the wall. Right then, where are we? We're on lap 15, and we're trying to catch the race leaders. They both made a pit stop though, and you know what? We have gained a little bit of time on them, but this is not where I want to have Nikita Mazepin dead in front of me. I do not want to be held up here, so I wonder if he's going to get out the way quickly before I lose too much time. And in fact, I don't really lose any time there. He's let me through, and I am now less than 3 seconds off the race lead. Let's see what we can do here then. A lap later, we're now just about getting into that DRS zone of Leclerc. I am giving it everything I've got here because I am sensing a race victory. I am sensing a chance to go for the win here. But first we need to get past Leclerc before we can think of going after Pierre Gasly. So that's our aim for now. And I'm surprised that Leclerc hasn't gone for a move on Gasly here, as we see an Aston Martin coming to a halt. That's rotten luck for him. But anyway, you can see the front battle now, all in the same camera shot. Gasly, Leclerc, myself, the top three. You can now see us all together at the end of lap 22. This is now a three-way battle for the lead. Who is going to win this race? Who is going to come out on top here? Right, here we go. This is it. Lap 23 starts. Can we have a look at Leclerc? No, no way through there. So we have to just tuck in for now. But we have still got 3 laps to do it in. Right, here we go. Another time on the straight. Slipstream, DRS, overtake. Still not quite enough to get past Leclerc there. We didn't have the momentum on the straight, and I feel like it's just going to have to be a random full send, which is what we do now. Down the inside of Leclerc. That is P2. Right. Leclerc is done. Next up, Gasly. Will Leclerc have a look down the straight? I don't think he will. I think Leclerc is going to tuck in now, but we now try to home in on Pierre Gasly. We're now in the DRS zone on the big straight. Here we go then. This is it. Can we get past Gasly? We don't have the momentum, I don't think. I don't think we're going to be close enough just yet. But look how much quicker we are than Pierre by the end of the straight. If we can get within a sniff of him on that straight, he is going to... We're going to have him. We are going to have him. Right, here we go. Can we do it into 3, I wonder? Gasly just has such great torque out of the corners, and that's what's making it very difficult to get close to him. But, oh, we're not quite close enough there. 2 laps to go to do it in. Gasly laps Markelov. Markelov comes back on the racing line, and I have to back out to avoid a potential collision. And Markelov holding me up there. And that has got Gasly out of my DRS range. But now Leclerc is back in mine. So I now have to cover Leclerc rather than attack Gasly. And that one, well, Markelov ruining my charge at the end there, I very much feel. And that is frustrating, but that's racing. It happens. Leclerc now having a look up my inside. I've given him the space, but he doesn't quite use that space and he backs out of it. So that, I think, is the race wrapped up for Pierre Gasly. And I am very frustrated with a certain Artem Markelov. And I will be wanting a full investigation into that one. But it's a first win of the season for Pierre Rocket Ship Gasly. Or should I say Pierre Rocket Man Gasly. We take P2 though, and from P9 on the grid, that's not really bad going, is it? I'll take it.
And so ends another Azerbaijan Grand Prix, a fascinating race and a well-deserved victory. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
And it's time now for the podium celebrations, and how well deserved is this one? This is a team all about giving talented young drivers an opportunity to race and to win. AlphaTauri are your winners here today.
Well, Pierre, I hope you send Artem Markelov a fruit basket for that, because he essentially gift wrapped you that win. I feel like without him in the way, we could have caught Gasly on that main straight, but on the last lap, I lost a couple of seconds because I was, not going to lie, I was very, very frustrated in that moment, and frustration does cost you time. And I was also racing Leclerc for most of the lap, but I just dropped back in the end and just accepted P2. That was frustrating. Like I said, I feel like we could have had a run on Gasly if Markelov hadn't got in my way. We'll never know now, but it's a great win for Pierre Gasly, a dominant win. Lights the flag for him. But we take P2, Leclerc takes P3, so all in all, not too bad a race, especially when you consider I started 9th. And in the championship, we are now 44 points clear of our teammates. I do believe we took the fastest lap as well. Russell third in the championship, Verstappen fourth. Then it's Sainz and Gasly moving up to sixth ahead of his teammate. And AlphaTauri, with that race win, move up to third in the Constructors' Championship. So AlphaTauri, bit of late bloomers this season, but they are making it work. But who'd have thought we'd see Mercedes and Ferrari battling for fifth in the Constructors' Championship? That is something you just don't see. Well, thank you for watching this installment of Career Mode. Don't forget to leave a like and hit the subscribe button if you're new here and you want to see more from me. Until the next time, I've been Joe. Thanks for watching. TTFN, guys. Ta for now.